Greetings YouTube, Crosstrain here, coming to you today from World of Tanks once again, and today I bring you a battle in my Chinese Tier 9 heavy tank, the Wheezy 111-14. I've had about, I don't know, 50 or 60 battles in this tank, and I absolutely love it. It's bouncy, it hits big, it's fast. It actually, and you'll see it in this this replay, but it's got some nice wheels to get around the field and to be flexible enough not to be stuck on a flank like a lot of other of your big Tier 9 heavy tanks. So really enjoy this. I've actually put aside about 3 or 4 replays to bring you guys because they have been pretty decent games, including one I did just the day before this replay where I did almost 6k damage and just turned out being a first class mastery badge, but I didn't, and then I had this gem which I am gladly bringing you, and it will trump all the others. So we are on Redshire. It is a Tier 9 battle. There are only 3. Yeah, it looks like three Tier 9s on each team. This is the day after the Scorpion G came out, so there are lots of them around. So I third-person shot that and poorly hit the rock right in front of me. So, silly me. I actually had HE loaded there for that Scorpion, but then he kind of disappeared, went downhill, so I get back to AP right now. I've got an M103, a Scorpion, so I decide to take advantage of. A 50T, and there's a 5120 down there as well, who's a very good player, that Chai player. But I'm going to abuse this Scorpion G. So I'm going to get tracked a whole bunch of times here, but I am also bouncing a bunch of stuff. That was just the second. I'm not even sure if I took damage on that shot. Nope. Bouncing. So the last 2 shots from the M103, he's just bouncing. I tried to get a shot, sneaky, cheeky shot on the commander's hatch, that 5120. Did not get it. So anyways, holding this corner pretty hard. Got some tanks behind me. Got this M103 in front of me. Just trying to whittle him down. He turns his turret to face this tank here, and once he comes back, I put one in the commander's hatch. So again, this is going pretty well. The engagement's pretty good for me. We've got some tanks here. It's kind of a standoff, but no reason to get in a hurry here, quite frankly. So I'm just being patient and side scraping here, bouncing a whole bunch of stuff. About this time, our Tiger 1 behind me says I'm getting ready to rush around the other side, which also my platoon mate, Omar, who's in the T-54, is also going around the back side of this M103. So this is going to change this engagement. These guys all do a quick rush on the M103. They take out the 50T behind, and here we are. We have gone from a kind of a Mexican standoff to winning this side convincingly. The 5120 is running away. Now I'm going to pause this just for a second because this is a mini-map thing. So we won this side. Oftentimes what I'll see when teams do this is they will continue on this side and just continue to try to wrap around. Well, this map is really notorious for getting up into about this square up here in B8, B7, A7 in there, and then just getting pummeled by stuff on the hill here. So I'm actually talking to, I don't say anything in the team chat, but I'm talking to both Omar and Tanzel, who I'm platooned with, and telling them I am going to swing back towards Cap and try to help our team in the hill hold that side because what's happening here, you can see, is they've basically won the west edge of this map. We've won the east edge of this map. We are up 6-2, but you can see by the hit points that we have just about a 200 hit point advantage, even though we've got an extra 4 guns on the field. The guns are important, but hit points are very, very close. So instead of continuing up here, I tell Omar, who's in his T-54, you go ahead and go up there, and I'm going to swing back around. So I'm going to swing back through here and then try to help this Scorpion G out, who is a very good player here from Villain. So I'm going to go back because we're very skinny in the middle, and I don't want them to win this side. So again, looking at the minimap, instead of moving forward, I just said I'm going to swing back and try to help hold the cap, because I expected the other team, and they made a mistake, I think a tactical error here, in not pushing their advantage on that side. They had to see, because we're all spotted, that we had 7 or 8 tanks over on this side that had just won this side. And at that point, you would think that they would push their advantage on the other side, but they didn't. As you can see right now, our Scorpion G is alone up on the middle ridge, and he's got a lot of tanks around him. So my hope is that I can get there and put some armor in play and help him out. Now, this is one of the things I was saying about the Wheezy 111-14. Look at how fast this thing's moving along. I'm moving along at nearly 50 kilometers an hour right now. I'm able to reposition easily, quickly, cleanly on the field and get over into the middle to help the Scorpion G out, who takes out a Tiger 1, which is no big feat except for it's a tank, it's a gun, and he took him out. So now he and I are going to kind of push together right on the middle here. Now, you might notice that I've got premium. These are premium shells. I put them in my 3rd slot, but I'm running premium now because, frankly, I forgot to take them out. When I was facing that M103 from the front, I had premium loaded and just forgot to take them out. There's pretty decent penetration on standard shells here, 244 I believe, yeah, 244. So I certainly don't need them for any of the targets I'm going to see from here on out, but I just forgot to take them out, so no biggie. Give me a little bit extra. So I'm trying to save our YAG 88. It didn't happen, but their 88's going to pay for it, for taking him out as well. So both of our Scorpions are now to my backside, now to my front side. They come around the corner to find a Charioteer there, who puts 1 shot into one of our Scorpions, and then again the speed of this tank makes that an easy, just a matter of getting it done right there. Come over the hill and take out that Charioteer. The 5120 is now running to the back of the map. There's a couple of tanks on the backside of this hill which are going to be cleaned up very, very quickly, like that quickly. So we know where 2 of their tanks are. The only one that has not been spotted yet is the Artie. I suspect he's back in the A1 corner because we've covered the rest of the field. We do know the 5120 and the T-54 are back there. So I'm sitting currently at about 3,500 damage. Our Scorpion takes out the 5120. He is down. I come up to put a shot in this full health 54, and when I do, I light the Artie behind me, who cannot get a shot on me critically. That's good. Again, right here, I should have put HE in, but oh well. I was caught up in the heat of the moment. The Artie has now said, well, I'm going to die, so I'm going to hope to get a shot off first. He gets 1 shot off, and he dies. Now there's just nothing left but this 54, and our Scorpion is facing off against him. I'm coming in hoping to get 1 more shot in, which I'm going to get for just 128, because the Scorpion did hit him 1 more time. But that was my 4th kill. Ended up with 4,500 plus damage, a whole bunch of bounce, which we'll see in the post-game results, but a nice win on this map. I did not expect this to be anything more than a 1st class badge because, again, I'd done 5,700 damage in a game the night before and had a 1st class badge. This did have some advantages, like a lot of bounces and a lot more assistant damage than I did the night before. So let's take a quick look at the post-game stats. So you can see, this was in fact a mastery badge. I was extremely excited when I turned get the results screen and saw a mastery badge. That was nice. Also picked up a steel wall and a high caliber medal. Did quite a bit here. Nice 68,000 credits, and with a premium account, and again all the damages, and you can see all the bounces I had along here, and some module hits and all that kind of good stuff. Team score, you can see 4,509 damage, 4 kills, 1396 base XP is what it was, which is again a good game, good enough to pick up the ace tanker on this tank. And when you look at the detailed page, then you look, I fired 14 shots, 12 of them hit. I took a couple of snapshots there that did not miss. 11 of the 12 penned for 4,500 damage. I received 12, and only 3 of those penned me. There were 9 non-penetration shots, so I bounced 3,310 and had assisted damage of 1,572, almost all of that in spotting. So again, after that 68,000, because I fired 80% of my shots were premium shots, I only made 17,000, but that's fine. I'll take that all day. And since it's the 5 times 5, also picked up 11,412 XP as I grind towards the tier 10. So this was, in fact, a great game in a tank that I absolutely love. And I loved it before this. I've had several extremely good battles in this tank. It bounces well. It moves incredibly well. It feels, as you're moving around the field, like a medium tank, not like a heavy tank. So it's got the armor of a heavy tank, which bounces well. If you angle it there, you saw me bounce a lot in that battle. And then it's got the speed to be flexible to do what I did there and just shift positions, put some armor in the middle of the field to help our Scorpions also advance. They have nice big guns. Had a couple of good players in those Scorpion Gs, so I was able to help. Even though I didn't absorb any shots, I don't even know if I got shot at as I went to the middle. It certainly puts another gun there that the enemy has to respect the armor in the WEZ 11114. So, again, great game. Enjoyed this game. If you haven't played this tank or never gone up the heavy line, the Chinese heavy line, I got to say, from the tier 7, which I love, the IS-2, the tier 8, the 110 is really good, and then this tank, quite frankly, is my favorite of the bunch. So, I would recommend, if you're looking for a grind and bored and not sure what to do, pick this up if you haven't already done it. So I enjoy this as much as any of my tier 9 heavies, and I've enjoyed a lot of tier 9 heavies. So, but again, this is a good one. So until next time, this is Crosstrain coming to you from World of Tanks. Hit that like button if you like this, and if not, then sorry. But I'd love to converse with you if you have anything to say or add or thoughts. Put them in the comments below, and I will get back with you. So until next time, I will see you on the battlefield. This is Crosstrain. Peace.